Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to make a Malaysian style cereal prawn which is hard to resist. It is made by deep frying twice the prawns to make it very crispy and then saute the instant oats together with curry leaves, red chilies to make it very aromatic and then coated the prawns. It is crispy, it is flavorful and it's very colorful and it is deeply satisfying. So let's start cooking and I will show you how to make it. These are the prawns that I have today. It is quite a big one. Cut off part of the head, including the eyes, I do want the eyes, and then part of the tails, and then the sharp ends, cut it away, and also the legs. The next step is to devein it. So if you have a small prawn, what you can do is you can use a toothpick and put in between, just like that, put in between two sections and pull it out. But this is a little bit big and usually it is not that effective because the toothpick can break easily. Cut it, open it, find it, and this is the one, and remove it. Now I have all the prawns already removed, partially the head, the tail, the legs, and the vein. Give it a good wash. Make it as dry as possible because we need to deep fry them afterwards. After draining the water in the wire mesh strainer for 10 minutes, I use kitchen towel to further make it even drier before I marinate the prawns. With that, I marinate the prawns with salt and pepper. And then leave it aside for about 10 minutes. And then a small amount of cornstarch or potato starch, enough to coat the surface. And then leave it aside for 10 minutes. And then heat up some oil in a pan or in a pot. I'm using a small pot because I only have 10 prawns today, about 150 degrees Celsius, medium heat, and then put the prawn inside to deep fry for the first round. The purpose of deep frying it for the first round is basically to cook it, and then we will leave it aside for 5 minutes, and then we do a second round of frying at a higher temperature afterwards. The second round of frying is to make it crispy. These prawns will probably take about 1.5 to 2 minutes for the first round. So I've fried it for about 2 minutes. It's slightly large, this one, but it should have fully cooked. I'll just remove it and let it rest for about 5 minutes before we deep fry it for the second round. When you fry for the second round, make sure that the oil is clean. So if you find that it is dirty, you can use a very fine sieve to remove any debris. Now turn up the heat to about 190 degrees to fry it for the second round. And this time will be a very short moment. At first, it will bubble vigorously. When the moisture has gone, it will slow down and getting much quiet. And it is the time to remove the prawn now. Prawn is done. Now we move on to make the cereal mixture. The two major ingredients apart from the instant oats I use are these two items, the curry leaves and the bird's eye chili. So I have cut this bird's eye chili into small sections like this. And for the curry leaf, just remove the leaf from the stalk. Now we have everything ready. Now let's start to cook. Melt about 2 tablespoons, 2 to 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter in a pan over low heat. When it's heated up, add the curry leaves and the chili. And do it over low heat until it starts to turn aromatic. Meanwhile, add some salt and sugar. So once it turns aromatic, it's time to add the instant oats. When you add the instant oat, you have to either turn the heat down or completely turn off the heat because the instant oat is already cooked and it can burn easily. Now I have already completely turned off the heat and I add that in and use the remaining heat, the latent heat from the pan to slowly fry it. The oats will start to become slightly darker in color and also it is become more crunchy now. If you find that it is not hot enough, you can just switch on your stove but make it very low heat. Once it gets heated up, you can turn it off again. The color has already changed to golden now, so it's good enough. Now let's return the prawns back to the pan and mix together with the cereal. And make sure that all the prawns are being coated completely by the cereal. Let's do the plating by adding the extra cereal that we have at the bottom of the plate. Then arrange the prawn on it. Sprinkle with more cereals on top. Garnish with more chilies and curry leaves. That's how to make the Malaysian style cereal prawn by using instant oat. It is truly special because I've tried so many things, there's nothing close to it. It is not only slightly sweet, it is slightly salty, but it is slightly spicy because of the chili padi. You got to try it if you have never tried that before. And I've left the recipe in the description below this video, and also I will put it at the end of this video for your reference. Thanks for watching. Please try it out and let me know the result, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.